Hi, this is Gina, and this is Can I Get a Witness? And today we have Akyra Eiland with us, and she has a testimony of God's faithfulness, even in the midst of trials and tribulations. Akyra, would you start out by telling us first what happened to bring you through to these trials?
Yes, I will. I can tell you what I know because the injuries that I had suffered from my injuries from the accident.
Well, tell them what happened, the accident that
Okay,
happened.
okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, we're on our way to Tallahassee on our church trip, on our church van. And the tire went out on the van, and the van flipped. And so that caused some lives to be taken. And in that accident, it was my daughter. My daughter, she was 11 years old. She was taken. And I suffered a lot of injuries as well, you know.
And you were telling me that you actually had to relearn everything.
I did, yes, ma'am. I suffered from head and brain injuries, and so I couldn't walk. I had to learn how to walk again, talk, read, everything down from a baby stage. I couldn't do anything by myself anymore.
Right.
I was on a walker.
Right.
So that's the only way I can just move around was on a walker. So yes, ma'am.
So in the midst of that, in the midst of your brain injury and everything, God called you to do something. You didn't lose your faith in the Lord during this time.
I did not lose my faith in the Lord.
And that is an amazing testimony in itself, that you didn't lose faith in God, even though you've lost a child, and that is very traumatic.
Amen.
You still knew that He was God.
I knew, and it's so amazing because I know even with my pastor, it's like I'm that one. Okay, I want to go, you know. And even through it all, I still wanted to go, and I still wanted to go to church, and I still wanted to trust God, even though the flesh wanted to get you down, but spirit man pushed me to just go, to go.
And God, in the midst of that, of you having to relearn everything and having to learn to walk and talk and read and write and everything, He called you to do something.
He
did. You share what that was?
Yes, a prophetess had told me, she got with me, she said, God wants you to write. God wants me to what? I said, what me to write?
You're trying to learn to read again.
Yeah, I said, God, I had to learn everything over again. I could barely read again like I want to. I can read, but I stumble a lot now. You want me to write? So okay. It's about my testimony. And I said, okay, God, I'll do this thing because I had started in the journal and everything. I said, okay, God, I'm going to be obedient. If I don't do nothing else, I want to be obedient. What do you want me to call this book? Diary. I give you permission. Because, you know, as women, we have our personal thing. No one is allowed to touch it. No one is allowed to read it. And don't find the key either because you may open it. And that's what He released me to do. To write a book called Diary, I Give You Permission.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. So, in this testimony, you talk about some of your frustrations and your victories.
Yes, ma'am. I did. Because I would do things not intentional. You know, I would snap at people, not intentionally. So I'm like, God, Holy Spirit, I need you to help me. And I went through depression. And so my doctor, that's what I got diagnosed with. I called my pastor, I was talking to her about it. But at that moment, I had, my baby girl was like, okay, she was going through different stages and stuff. So I'm like, God, I'm just so frustrated, God. And here go the enemy. He told me, take your life. Just as we're talking now. I said, okay. He said, you got your pills. You got to start all over again. You can't do nothing, so just kill yourself. Then he gave me that option. He gave me, get in your car and just have a head-on collision. And Spirit, I called my pastor. She came. She lives in Crestview, Florida, and she came and she talked to me. Because she she had a son who suffered from depression as well. And I said, we talked, and we prayed. And I just automatically, I took myself off of the depression pills because it had me present but not there really. It had me zombie. You know, I was just zoned out.
So God used your pastor to come to you and help you get through this time.
He did. He did. He did. He really did. I mean, you know, I have my emotional. Sometimes, you know, and it's amazing. God is so amazing. You know, even whenever I just don't want to do, I just do because of God. I'm like, you know, and I do my best. Don't question the God, but why? Why? Because He told me I'm so. He said I'm faithful. I'm like, I'm faithful. I'm faithful, but my wavers sometimes, my faith wavers sometimes, you know. But I still trust Him so much with all my heart.
And you know, that's the thing my friend says all the time is God is faithful 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Even when we're not always faithful, He's faithful.
Right.
And can you tell me a little bit more about
Yes,
your
ma'am.
story?
Yes, ma'am. I can. I most definitely can. I dedicated my book to my daughter. That's what I did. I dedicated my book to my daughter. I talked more about my struggles. You know, I talked to you about my reading and all that. That's the struggles that I had as well too. My ups and my downs, my loss. You know, and one thing too, I have to really talk about pretending because pretending is in my book too. Because a lot of times I would pretend a lot of things. I pretend to be okay, but I wasn't okay. You know,
Right.
it even got to the point to where I missed my baby so much. That was like a part of me was gone. And what helped me to cope, to be honest with you, at that time, my little one, Sophia, I would call her my baby that I lost because that would help me, even though I was wrong, even though it was wrong, but I did what would help me. So I would pretend to make things look like they was okay when it really wasn't okay. Are you okay? Yeah, oh yeah, I'm fine. No one could know anyway because it was over the phone. So, oh yeah, I'm fine. I said, God, I'm tired. I am tired. I'm so lost right now. I don't know if I'm coming, if I'm going, if I'm staying. God, what am I here for? What am I here for? Why did you keep me? In simple words, to do my will.
Wow.
God, I could barely do my own. You know, so what do you want me to do?
Sometimes He'll use the things that we come through to minister to others.
Yes.
I'm sure that you've been able to minister to other people that have gone through loss and that have, you know, just the loss of a child to be able to minister to somebody that's been through that.
I'm not aware if I have been with someone that had lost a child, but I know I was at work and there were a lady came in with her daughter school shopping and she sat down and I was like, is everything okay? Y'all probably think you're okay? She just like broke. I was like, what's wrong? She said, I lost my fiance 2 years ago and that led me away, you know, to just tell my story. And this is not the first time this has happened at my job. I'm like, what's wrong? And she remember the accident, and she just broke. And I let her know, and I just, you know, God is able to just minister to people and let them know, you know, who is really there. God is there no matter what. All we have to do is just set our minds on God and know who He is. Because He is a comforter. The Holy Spirit is there to comfort us as well. So yes, I have not, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I've touched somebody who lost a child, but who have lost ones in their family, I have.
Right, grief.
Grief, yes, no, with grief.
And I'm sure that, you know, if you ever meet somebody that has gone through an accident, a traumatic brain injury, that it would be, you would be able to minister to them also.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm glad you brought that up too as well because a minister had purchased my book. She went through injury as well with her brain, and she told me that it ministered to her and it was amazing. It was so amazing. So yes, so thank you for that. So yes.
That's great. Well, Akyra, is there anything else you want to tell us about?
Yeah, I do. I put in my book a lot was concerning my not too much concern. I talked a lot about my pastor Brenda Blackman. I have known her since I was 5, you know, and this woman is so amazing. and she would do backflips for me if she could. But the Holy Spirit that is in her, He leads and He guides her in so many ways. And some may not understand her, but if they don't understand God, they won't understand her at all. But I truly thank God for her because she has been there for me. Like whenever I couldn't do anything for me, her family, my church family, some of my church family, they had stayed nights with us to help us because my mom couldn't walk anymore because both of her ankles was broken, so she was in a wheelchair, and I couldn't cater to my girls like I wanted to.
Right.
So they came and they stayed the night with us. They cooked for us, did
Wow.
everything for me that I could not do, that my mom could not do. My church family did that, and my pastor. They like literally took care of us, like as if God would take care of us. They literally took care of us, but we couldn't do it for our own. And so I really thank God for them as well.
That's
I really
amazing.
do, with wholeheartedly I do.
Well, it is important to have people in your life to help you through the difficult times. I'm glad that you had the Blackmans there in your church
Yes.
family. I thank you for coming on Can I Get a Witness and sharing your testimony of God's faithfulness and telling us about, can I see the cover of your book?
Yes, ma'am, you can. You can.
Diary, I give you permission. So she's going to give you her permission to read her diary and to share the things of God
Amen.
has done in her life, even in the midst of trials and tribulations. God was faithful to her.
Yes.
And again, I thank you for coming on Can I Get a Witness?
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching Can I Get a Witness today. And remember, if you have a testimony, just get in touch with me on my Facebook page, Gina Sears Lewis, and you can personal message me there, or you can contact me at gina@synergycd.org. Thank you and have a blessed day.